describe a typical day in your life before smartphones?
A typical day, I used to remember everybody's phone number and address.
There's no GPS?
No GPS. That GPS was the map, actual map, looking at the map. And I was just talking to a friend of mine, our memory was better. We used to remember places like state, people's phone numbers and address, even birthdays.
In the backdrop of traditional childhood experiences, Generation Z witnessed the advent of digital technology that would shape their upbringing. In this digital era, the lines between past and present blur. Here, Gen Z and Gen X find common ground in the most unlikeliest of places.
First experience with technology, I wouldn't say the computers, IBM computers, I don't know. That's my era of the beginning of technology.
My first experience would probably be like video games. Back in the day when we had like Atari and like Sega. Well, actually it fascinated us because we didn't know nothing about nothing like that. All we had was HBO for TV. That's the biggest we got out of this. So that back then we was able to like have like an outlet from the basic TV shows, what you had to watch with the family. You was able to go in the back and play some Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Frogger, stuff like that. Have like a little group thing when you get together with your cousins and your friends and stuff like that. So it made it. I guess it was the first thing of like a little our mini social media almost type of thing.
It is accurate to say that social media negatively affects Generation Z's thinking. It can result in self-harm, loneliness, anxiety, sadness, and in worse situations, suicide. It is critical to control social media usage, strike a healthy balance, speak with a responsible adult, or seek treatment if necessary.
How has technology affected your relationships and social interactions?
Well, I don't think it really, well, my relationship, because I'm married, that's why I don't try not to be on social media. I'll tell you about if you wise, you got a girlfriend or something and you're serious, stay on social media. So, what was the second part of the question?
How is technology social interactions?
Like, well, yeah, and I think, yeah, you know why I say, the only thing I don't like about social media, I feel like a lot of kids, and I watch my son too, they don't go outside no more.
That's true.
They just stuck on the phone. I'm like, yo, bro, y'all have no communication skills, y'all don't know how to talk, y'all don't know how to, yeah.
That's a good question. I want to say in my life personally, it's been mostly positive. You can communicate with whoever you want, whenever you want, and it makes planning things easier. It makes interactions easier, social gatherings easier. But on the flip side, like I mentioned before, you don't get that empathy through social media. So when you are interacting with other people through it, you don't really get the full picture of what you're really communicating. So things can be, there can be a lot of miscommunication. There can, I meant a sentence one way, and if I said it to that person, they would have understood it, but since they read it, now they're mad at me because it did not come across too friendly. Yeah.
We turn to those who've lived through the digital revolution. What stories and insights can they share?
A lot. Played a lot of video games. Always felt like I always had an iPod or something. Like always watching TV. Started off with the box TV though, right? Yeah, like we had a big one, and when we got the PS2, it was like the best thing ever. And really video games, because I grew up. I started with the PS2 and the Xbox 360. That was my first console, and I would play it every day. And I just COD, Minecraft, GTA. All the basics, really. NBA, Madden, all those, and just watched it evolve.
Through these shared stories, we see a tapestry of experiences, a digital dialogue spanning generations. But the stories continue. Through the lens of technology, generations apart find a pathway to each other's worlds. proving that digital divide can indeed be a digital bridge.